Hey everyone, Anyosha here, founder and president of Yes Beyond. This is a quick video on websites, website structure internally, and how you make sure that your website is designed for proper SEO, also called white hat SEO, that follows Google's guidelines, that follows proper website architecture. Why do you need it? Well, you actually need it in order for your website to give the user a good experience, because if your website gives the user a great experience, is also when it does well on search engines, because that's really what all those algorithms that people talk about do. The goal they have is give the user a good experience. Think about it this way. Google would not be the successful search engine of the world that it is today if its goal wouldn't be, well, we want to make sure that our people find the best stuff on here, right? It's kind of that simple. So in order to make your website stand out, what you do is you always think about, how can I get the user a good experience? And that also answers your question on SEO. So this one here today is about SEO, on-site SEO, on-page SEO, and how you structure your website in order to make sure that your website fulfills that need. So I'm going to show you an example website that we've been working on. I'll have a hand version here. And so you see, I'll make myself a little smaller here. So let's have a look at the website. So what you see here is the homepage, and for the homepage, I'm not sure, I mentioned this probably in other videos, there's a couple of things that you want to have above the fold. Just one example here is you have a book an appointment button, you can have a call now button here, you want to have the logo here, and you want to have some enticing element. I like to call it the atmosphere elements above the fold here. For instance, that in this case we have photos of photo shoots that we did, that people, if they aren't familiar yet, they kind of get a peek into the practice in this case. This is one thing that you always do. So these are elements above the fold. So the first thing you want to know is, when it comes to a website, before anyone scrolls down, what you have when you just come on a website that is above the fold, that should have some key elements, which is, what is the business name? How can I reach them? If you're a restaurant, like I'm not covering restaurant, but if you are a restaurant, quick thing here that I want to mention, I see a lot of restaurants that don't have all their opening hours or not updated opening hours. Make sure you do. That goes for a surgeon, such as this hand surgeon, just as well, right? Always make sure that your information is up to date, because nothing is more frustrating for people if they get to your website and none of that is updated. So that's the first thing. Make sure all your information is updated. And then here, what I'm saying about the above the fold structure, make sure that you have some key elements. People can reach you, people know your name, who you are, and they get to see your face. That's something that you really want to get across, because it's going to make such a good impression. It's kind of like you going into, I don't know, like a new bar, and you go in like this. No one wants to talk to you. No one like really is interested in you, because you're not very inviting. So what you want to do is you want to make your website smile, right? Like, so to speak. So that's why I'm saying the key elements above the fold should be something like this, right? That you have the logo, faces of the people that work there, and of course they would be good if they smile, right? Goes without saying. So that's the first thing. You want to have some elements here in this case, right? Like, these are punchlines, but they're very clear. Like, it's a hand surgeon, they do diagnostic imaging, they have a surgery center. That's a clear message what you can expect here, right? Then what you see here, and that's something that I always do with websites, and my team adheres to that, and that's absolutely important for proper SEO. You want to have sections of the different subpages, right? You see here we have like home, about us, services, there's surgery center, testimonials, patient information, and contact us. So what you will see is what we always do with websites, that's kind of our signature, but others do that too, is we have elements of the different subpages here. We have the About Us section here, right? And we keep it very simple. Now, your website doesn't have to look flashy. It does not have to. Quite contrary, if you're a surgeon, if you're a lawyer, if you're in a business where it's all about professional, like coming across very professional, like not partyish, but like very professional, you want to keep things simple. I'm not saying boring. I'm just saying simple. Like, so you want to go with a lean design. Give an example. The MacBook, like Apple computers, the iPhone, everything, it's a very simple design, but it's very well thought through. So your website should be like an Apple product. It should be very well thought through, but simplistic, right? It should have all the elements it needs, not more. In this case, we have the summary, right? About us, it tells us about more. People can learn more about the folks here, the services that they offer. This is a counter. This is an element that you can add it. You don't have to. Introducing the team here, right? Those are things. What always is good is some action shots. So in this case, one like that just showed the doctor at the X-ray, performing X-rays here and like diagnosing the patient. Testimonials are very, very powerful in any industry. Let's be honest, when I look for a doctor, when I look for a plumber, when I look for a cleaning lady, I don't just look at their credentials. I also look at what other people have to say about them. It doesn't matter what you tell other people about who you are. I could tell you the whole day that I'm awesome. That's great if I say that, but what proof do you have that that is true, right? I could show you a degree. Well, then you say, well, maybe, she just got she was lucky with the degree. What people really want, and that is important, for you to have social proof. So in form of testimonials, in form of people vouching for you. And you should share this on your website too. Of course, they should be on Google, on Facebook, and elsewhere too. For medical professionals, be mindful with testimonials on social media. There's HIPAA restrictions, just as a quick side note. And then a blog is a good idea. If you're in any industry, you have something to say, right? And your blog should be the platform to do so. Your blog can be linked with your social media. It should, by the way. It can be linked with your podcast. If you have a YouTube channel with videos, it can be linked to that too. So you can repurpose things and basically just put them in text form on your blog, or just have the YouTube video that you shot recently on your blog as a separate blog article, just to give you some ideas. And then the contact section, which of course should show where the person is to reach, and maybe a contact form. You can also use something called a sales funnel. If you're not sure what that is, check out our other videos on a sales funnel and funnel for lead generation to find out more about that. So what you see here is we have a summary of the different subpages on our homepage. It's kind of like the feature page, right? And then we have the different subpages for the client here. For instance, give me a second. This is loading a little slower here. There we go. Right. Then we have the About Us page, which shows the mission statement. It tells us more about the folks here. And I'm going to go through this quickly because I wanted to go to something else. So you see the subpages then feature different things. I'm not going to go through everything. I want to go to the testimonials real quick, but just want to show you that the homepage actually has summary sections of each of those sections. Why do we do this? Here's why. I mentioned that this is on-page optimization for SEO. What you want to do is you want to get people to binge watch and binge read your content. In order to do that, you can talk about all hacks of SEO, the likes, the whole day. In the end, if your content isn't worth reading, if your content isn't worth discovering, no one will look at it. Really, it comes down to that. Your content has to be good and professional. It has to be interesting. So in this case, what we just do is we use the already interesting content that we've created and then create a structure on the website that has people just enticed, from the homepage. I want to go to the About Us page. I want to go to their services page. I want to see their surgery center. And then for the testimonials, and that's really what I wanted to go to and make this quick here and shorter, right? For testimonials, leverage the power of video testimonials. Again, nothing is stronger for your expertise and your professionalism and your performance. People judge you on performance, not on degrees. They judge you on performance, right? On past work that you've done and how well you've done. That's really what people judge you on, because if you did a good job in the past, people will see that. And so put this on your website, right? Put video testimonials on the website, such as this one. Or if you have another one, put more than one or two. You can embed them from Facebook. You can embed them from your YouTube channel, from your Vimeo channel. Again, you don't want to host videos on the website necessarily. There's exceptions to the rule. I know that, but usually we would not suggest that. And that's basically it, what I wanted to show you today. So again, just to sum that up, on-page optimization for SEO is a number of things. It is a clear structure on your website. What we suggest is when you have a website, the homepage should somewhat be a feature page of all the other the functionalities that you have, simply for the following reason. Most people will access your website from the mobile phone. They will never take the time to look at all your subpages. Most people won't. They just want to get information. So have all the important information about you on your homepage. So the key information about who you are, the key information about your services, the key information about feedback, like what other people tell about you, an interesting article from your blog, highlight articles from your blog, how to contact you. All this information should be on your homepage, and above the fold, you should have key information like who you really are, that people can put a face to the name. That would be good. A video would be even better. That's a separate video, by the way. So check that other video out, of course. And then an ability to contact you. That should be above the fold, and then underneath the fold, once you scroll down, you should have a summary sections of each of your subsections on the website, because that allows for your website structure to have people come from the homepage to your about us subpage, to the service section, a service subpage, to the, if you have like in this case a surgery center subpage, and from there to the testimonials, because they want to get to know you. They want to get to know more about you, and this is your ticket to have your website structured in a way that people can really start to binge watch you. And when you do that, you really have a great chance of getting more exposure to people and ultimately getting people to become your patient, your customer, your client. And that's really the purpose that your website should serve if you set it up the right way. That's it from me. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks so much. Again, my name is Inyosha. I'm the founder and president of We Ask Beyond. We are that for a reason. The name is our program. We really want to ask beyond. We don't just believe in marketing. We believe that your brand can do much, much more if you ask the right questions. Thanks so much. Check out our other social media profiles. Check out our other videos. If you have any questions, always reach out to us at info@weaskbeyond. And I'm signing out, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you.